Today we have an amazing topic that we're going to be talking about: selling during the pandemic, selling travel during the pandemic. What is working right now? That's what we're going to be covering today. What strategies you should have in place, how to market, and how you can make more money right now in your travel business. And this has been a hot topic over in our mastermind group. And so I thought, what a great thing to talk about for this week's live stream as well. So if you're new to the show, my name is Cyndi Williams. I'm known as the Wanderlust CEO. And I started in the travel industry over 25 years ago and have been training and selling. And I own my own portable, profitable travel business called Tripsy Travel, my own agency, where I test all of these things that we talk about. And I also run Careers on Vacation, which is kind of like a travel school, business school to help people grow, supersize, and maximize profits out of their travel business. And one of the things I do for my advocacy work is this show. So if you aren't already following us in other places, you can also catch the show over on Roku, on Amazon Fire, on YouTube. If you're listening to the podcast, we have podcasts on Spotify and iTunes, but you want to see the things we're talking about, or you want to see some of the fun stuff that we show on the show, you can check us out in more of those visual places. But if you're watching live, that means you're probably on Facebook or YouTube. So welcome. Pop me a little comment on where you're in from today. I love to see where in the world people are watching from. And so we know this content that we're bringing you is valuable. So with that, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about sales. And I want to start with really addressing mindset. You guys know I'm really big on mindset, but understanding. Some of you might be thinking, selling, how can I sell right now? That seems crazy. People are traveling, they're shut down. And while I recognize that that is the case, we never stopped selling. Right? And if you are marketing in the right way, it can be done in a way that doesn't offend your consumers and very strategically, right? But you can still be having success in the travel business. And I want to talk about two posts that I saw just yesterday. One of them you can see is in the Careers on Vacation group. If you follow our online community, by the way, if you don't, you should be in that. In Careers on Vacation group, there was a post from one of my former grads that worked through my Careers on Vacation mastermind program. And she said, I didn't know she were going to post this post yesterday, but she said, oh my gosh, I just have to say thank you. I'm getting leads. This has not slowed down my business. Yes, during the pandemic, I am still having success. And I thought, yep, that's what happens when mindset, the right tools, and the right marketing kind of combine together. On the same day, I saw a post on another group in another feed that said, travel industry is dead. It's never coming back. I've been in the business X amount of years. And it's just, don't expect anything for years to come. And I was like, wow, look at how different these perspectives are on things, right? You have one person having success and seeing success right now in this climate. And so she can see that it can be done, right? And then you have someone who's struggling or has the perception, or maybe had cancellations. A lot of us had cancellations, rescheduled. That was very normal over the past few months, but has made a decision on how she's going to see things for going forward. So when I talk about selling, before we can even get to employing a strategy, before we can even get to employing a marketing technique, sales funnels, what you should be doing, you have to make a decision, right? You have to decide, am I going to decide that I'm going to have success through this process, or am I closing up shop, or are you somewhere in between? So wherever you are right now, I want you to I just want you to recognize what the story is you're telling yourself. It could be positive, like my client yesterday, or it could be holding you back. And more times than not in this environment, you're having to work harder right now. And for years, I've been training mindset in every single one of my programs. You will not find a program of mine that does not start with mindset, because it is the key foundation for everything great that you're going to accomplish. And I said on a live stream a couple weeks ago, what you do in the hard times dictates your success in all times. Think about that. How you operate right now, the decisions you make right now, how you decide to run and grow your business right now. If you prove to yourself you can do it right now, the rest is going to be a piece of cake, right? So what I want you to start with is addressing your mindset. What story are you telling yourself? You need to decide on success. And if you have a limiting belief or a story going on in your brain that I'll never recover from this, I might as well go out of business, I might as well quit. If you decide the sky is falling, the sky is going to fall. If you decide there's opportunity, you will find opportunity. What you think about is going to be equal to what you bring about. So you guys have to start with mindset and make a decision that you're going to create a second wave season in your business. You're going to employ a sales strategy. You're going to get to marketing. You don't market less in hard times, guys. You market 3 times more. And sometimes you adjust your narrative, which I'm going to share with you my best tips today. So that's the first one though. You got to decide if you're going to be successful, if you're going to fold up shop, right? You don't have to, right? So and here's the other thing with mindset. Just because some people aren't ready to travel, it doesn't mean all people aren't ready to travel. You don't have to sell travel to every person on the planet. You have to sell travel to a couple hundred people a year to have a huge travel business. I guarantee you there's a couple hundred people that want to take a trip this year that are sitting home with cabin fever, right? So change that perspective. Decide to approach it a little bit differently. Turn off all of the news. Get your updates from sources that you should be getting them from. If you don't already have our checklist, I'll link that below, our crisis checklist for things that you should be doing. But decide, you guys have to decide on success. That's the first thing that has to happen. All right, so let's get into tactical things now. What are some very specific things that you should be employing in your travel business? Number one is I want you to think about your cash flow. So one of the things we train in our mastermind program is really when people decide on a niche or what they want to sell, we really also look at, okay, is that going to cause a cash flow variance where if you're only selling Alaska, for example, like that's a seasonal business. So most of your business is going to happen in the summer. What the heck is going to bring in income for your business the rest of the year? So whenever I approach a new tactic or a new marketing strategy, I start with, okay, what are my goals for the year? We have really finite goals. And we've had to adjust those because what I'm recognizing in the market right now and what I want you to be aware of is things are opening back up, right? Shanghai Disney opened this week. We're super excited and watching the progress there. They're starting to open third party, I want to say downtown Disney Springs. Don't give me a million posts on YouTube. I know it's Disney Springs, but I'm old school Disney. I still call it downtown Disney. But the point is things are starting to open up, but you have to recognize, be really smart about this. Things are going to open up around the world, right? Slowly but surely. But consumer confidence is going to start domestically. Okay. This is normally what happens when something, big or there's an illness or anything that impacts different areas, you have to rebuild that consumer confidence. So right now we're focusing on what can we sell. First thing that people are going to be comfortable doing is buying domestic trips. So what in the next couple months can you be selling domestically? People are still going to be traveling. We're already booking. We never stopped booking. Okay. So let me start that. But people are going to be more comfortable this year with some domestic. So if you're an internationally based agency, you might have to shift a little bit and incorporate some domestic things along the lines this year, and then be booking into 2021 to get back on international, right? You can always switch and adjust, but recognize that domestic is going to be the first confidence level where consumers are like, okay, I can go to another state. I can fly to California or Florida or up to Michigan for the summer, whatever they're doing, right? Then the next thing that's going to fold is we're going to go a little bit further. So we're going to talk about Mexico, Caribbean, all inclusives again, and then international. Okay. So that's the pattern that things are going to kind of unfold. So you need to build your marketing strategy around that. So start in that place from a strategic approach. The next thing, number 3, is you need to market. You should have never stopped marketing. That's like we saw about a 30% reduction but that's actually not a big deal. Some people went down to 0 sales in the last few months. That's crazy, right? So sales are still happening. In fact, if you know how to reach the right clients, and you know how to market, and you know how to effectively get to that ideal client, that's what smart marketers are doing right now. And if you are running a travel business, by the way, you're not just a travel agent from home. You have to get smart about how to run an online business. Your machine is your marketing. That is what delivers leads to you on a regular basis. New leads, new fresh leads every day, leads on demand. Your marketing machine will do that for you. Nothing else will. So you never stop marketing. Sometimes you have to shift your message, which I'm going to talk about now, but that's different from just throwing your hands up and going, all right, I'm just going to sit this out. You're going to lose so much ground. You never turn off your marketing because it takes time to work. So you can shift and adjust and change the narrative, which is what I'm recommending right now, but still stay top of mind. So let me talk about some different things that you can do that. Adjusting the narrative. What do I mean by that? So right now, you have to recognize the fact that some people are not willing to travel, but some people are. So you want to really strike a middle of the road balance. And with saying and everything that you put out, you could do it in a fun way. You could say, I don't know if you're having cabin fever, but we are. So let me share. I'm going to give you guys a whole bunch of tips here in a second on different marketing tactics. But you see how I'm adjusting it to say, I know you might not be ready, but for, in the meantime, watch this whole video, or let me share this with you. That is still marketing. That is still staying top of mind. And you can position yourself as an expert through this process and through this time frame that we have. This is why my grads are not having as much of a difficulty as so many, because for years we've been training expert positioning. For years we've been training how to have a video strategy. For years in your messaging, how to stay top of mind, all of these things in marketing. Yes, we're not doing the upfront, here's the price of a package, buy this. That stuff's not working right now. And honestly, it doesn't actually work that well in a regular climate, because it's more of a car salesman approach. Let me throw up to you and see if it sticks to the wall. What really works is positioning yourself as an expert. Make yourself the person that people want to work with. Talk about things that they care about. Everything that I just said can happen right now, right? So it is so important. If you already know how to do it, that's amazing. If you don't, then those are things you're going to need to work on, and you should be putting a lot of emphasis and focus on right now. So let me give you some specific things on how, some of these marketing things could parlay. Just a few things. So 1, do some destination spotlights. What is your niche? What do you sell? What do you care about? Turn it into a post, an email, a video, right? Those are things you can be doing on your pages, in your forums, in your marketing. And at the end, it's still okay to say, for those of you that are ready, there are some amazing deals, click here to make your consultation, right? Not over the top sales, but still staying top of mind and still engaging people in what we love, which is travel, right? You can also take an informational approach, giving people information, letting them know you're the one that has the updates, right? Because what does it do? Positions you as an expert. That's one of many things you can do. You could do a cabin fever poll. I saw a great one on one of my former students as well, posted it yesterday, and it said something like, who's going to travel when, I think it was Disney reopens again, and it had a like button for yes, and it had an angry button for no. She had no angry buttons. Like, guys, people are sitting at home, thinking about making up for that spring break, thinking about, can I still get a summer, vacation out of this deal? They are out there. Okay. And now she knows they're out there because she did a poll. She got engagement, which means her post in the algorithms kind of spiked up yesterday. She's following one of our strategies right out of the program, right? Do some informational polls, find out with your audience. You can start watch lists. right? For people who might not be ready quite yet, but who are very interested in getting, that maybe that European trip that they always wanted to take. It's going to be a great time. This is how every time something crazy like this happens, the travel suppliers are going to come up with the most amazing deals as soon as stuff reopens, because they have to get deposits on the books, right? And they are going to be putting out amazing specials, amazing values. You're going to be able to get your clients the most amazing vacations, and their vacation dollars are going to spread that much further. For those of you who are good agents and know how to pay attention and match those with the clients, start a watch list, start an interest list. That doesn't cost you anything to do that with your existing community. And last but not least, in terms of a few of my top tips are, what's in your sales funnels right now? You should have an operational sales funnel running, sending regular check-ins with the people in your database. And you should also be thinking about, what do I want to say to people when stuff reopens? What do I mean by that? Okay, let's say Disney comes out this week and says, we're opening on blah date. You're already too late. You're too late. We already have an entire sales funnel built out for what that's going to say. Universal, Hawaii, cruises. You do the work now to prepare. That is what's going to set you up for success. And you should still be booking right now as well. So you should have one running right now with that adjusted narrative. And you should be thinking about, what am I going to say as I move forward? Because when the phone calls start coming in, then you get busy again. And I'm working on this trip, and then you're chasing after, a little trip here, a little trip there. And meanwhile, your marketing is suffering, and you're in the same stupid loop you've been for years, where you can never get to that place where you have consistent leads coming in every day. Sales funnels, good marketing, being effective with your marketing is what will allow a regular flow of leads, so you can then just be upfront and focus on your sales. Does that make sense? Guys, if this is new to you, and I know a lot of this may be, especially if you're new to the industry, like, what's a sales funnel? What's expert positioning? What's a video strategy? I know these sound like big things if you've never done them before. These are, and look, it's 25 years of my experience in knowing what works and what doesn't, and testing my own agency, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing so I could figure out what that perfect formula is. These are the things that absolutely work. If you need help, or you really want to lean in with getting these in place now, then think about applying for Careers on Vacation. We teach you how to position yourself as an expert, how to market, how to create sales funnels, what a sales funnel is, how to work with email marketing series, how to create leads on demand, how do you get that marketing machine up, how to sell right now, right? I had one of my clients in the mastermind right now is like, Cyndi, I sold $30,000 last week, right now, like last week, right? So if you can get rid of that, number one, that narrative, right, and get into action and put these things in place, this is the stuff that will start you out the right way if you're a new agent, or if you're struggling, you need to get in double fast so we can save your business for the year, right, and make up for lost time. We're going to teach you how to reach ideal clients. Like I said earlier, you don't have to sell to everybody. You need to sell to the people that are ready to buy. Your ideal clients that are ready to buy, they are out there. They're buying. They're putting credit cards on trips, on deposits right now. We're doing it every day in our agency. We'll teach you how to leverage video and so much more. That's just marketing. We also teach you sales, how to set up your agency, how to put best practices, how to create automation so you have work-life balance. There's a million things we do in Careers on Vacation. I want to pop over to Facebook real quick just to see if we have any questions. If you guys have questions, go ahead and pop that in there for me. Lisa says, it's an amazing program. Lisa's a grad. She would know. Lisa's actually amazing. She came out to our Gold Digger. I got to meet her sweet daughter. I mean, isn't that great? Lisa gets to run her business from home 100% and take her daughter like on her business trips with her. Her daughter came to our Gold Digger, which was so fun, which I love. Audrey says, great tips on marketing right now. Thank you, Audrey. I hope that they bring you a lot of abundance. Lori says, amen and hallelujah. The news is so depressing. Oh my gosh, you guys are so right. It's giving me like the top comments. Let me see if I can get all of them here. I don't know why it's filtering some of y'all's comments. It says there's 11, but I can only see like 5. So I'll go back and check the comment feed later, guys. But I hope this is helpful for you. I want all of you. There's enough abundance. There's never a lack in the universe. There is abundance to be had in your travel business if you know how to market and if you know the right things to do. So I want you to get the mindset is, like I said, number one, mindset, getting clear on that. And if you need help, get help. Apply for Careers on Vacation. It's travel school and business building all in one. That's our best product out there. That's the one you've seen on YouTube that just hit 70 case studies, you guys, on people that got on video to talk about how the program changed their life or changed their business for the better. That's crazy, right? And if you're just looking to get started and you're just kind of dipping your toe in, you just want to launch your business, don't forget we have the travel agency launch kit just for the next couple weeks. It's almost sold out because we kind of put a number on it that we would sell at that price. It's normally $19.97. We have it for $4.99 right now, and you can even do 2 payments of $2.99 if you prefer. So I'll put the link below for both of those. So depending on your needs, just really quickly, we've had a lot of questions on what the difference is. The launch kit is strictly to launch. It is a self-based 30-day everything you need to launch your travel business kit. It doesn't come with working with me directly like Careers on Vacation does, but if you're just kind of looking for that down and dirty, get launched and I'll figure the rest out on my own, that will get you launched 100% everything that you need to do that. If you're looking for a team that's going to partner with you, Careers on Vacation is a 12-week immersive program. It's like travel school and business building all in one. That's where you get to jump on a call with me every single week. And you also get to work with my team that got my business to multiple 6 figures a year. Last year, we actually hit 6 figures a month. Let that resonate a second. 6 figures a month in a travel business. And we teach people how to replicate and model our exact systems so you can create that marketing and abundance in your business. That one's much more immersive. You get a private coach that's assigned to you, as well as a long training program. You get lots of video training, lots of content, but it's the support that makes the difference. You get to work with my Facebook person. You get to work with my branding expert. You get to work with my mindset expert, all to kind of help you bring the whole thing together in a big, big way. So for those that are looking to supersize, have everything in the way that I have it in my agency and be able to model and replicate the success that I've proven, I'm my own case study, right? Then that's the one you want to apply for, Careers on Vacation. So guys, I hope this information was valuable for you today. I wish you so much love, so much abundance. As always, I wish you guys the world, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye guys, take care. Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out my other content to help you grow and scale your very own travel business. And also, I invite you to travel around the world with me and find out what I'm doing in my portable, profitable, award-winning travel business. Check out the videos.